Has Capcom ever asked if the game could be called Capcom versus Marvel?
Not that I know of.
You'd say
I don't
no,
think they'd
though.
want to do that now that
Yeah.
the branding is so strong as Marvel versus Capcom. Maybe they wanted to do that way at the beginning. I'm not sure.
Now,
Yeah.
Chris, I think I asked you that, or maybe it was someone at Capcom, and I think someone, whoever I asked, pointed out, rightfully so, that obviously Capcom would want to make use of that Marvel name because of the licensing. I mean, that's not something
Hmm.
that comes for free, and you'd want to get it out there. So that's probably why Marvel is before Capcom.
Right, and we're way bigger now than we were 10 years ago. It's we've had some good movies in those last 10 years that have really made people take notice as to who Marvel is, who our characters are. I mean, think about it. When 2 came out, the only good Marvel movie was Blade.
Right, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah, that was great.
it was a
It's
good
like
movie.
it was right before
Classic.
I think it was a little before X-Men came out, so that kind of started the whole kind of movement of good Marvel movies in earnest.
No,
Um,
I have to bring up something that we talked about at Captivate last week,
sure.
and I made you laugh by asking this question, but I'm going to ask it
Okay.
again. It's about the movies. You brought up movies, and I said that Marvel has done such a good job of sort of dragging their what was once a bad name in terms of movies back in the '80s to make movies now. When you hear that Marvel's making a movie, you assume it's going to be fantastic. So why can't they do that for Street Fighter? Poor Street Fighter that has got such
That's
a
right.
tarnished image.
The question continues to make me laugh. Not because I don't think it's a good idea, but for us, the movies are a whole different beast and a whole other licensing kind of setup as well. I mean, Marvel Studios, a little movie called Iron Man 2 is coming out here pretty soon. Then, we have Thor and Captain America next year. But, X-Men is Fox and Spider-Man is Sony. Um, I don't I think it would take a movie studio wanting to put all those forces together before it would take a lot of focus too, because you're gonna it's a lot of characters. That's why
Right, yeah.
fighting games are the perfect kind of place for this kind of thing, is because the more characters you have, the more options you have and everything. But as far as just a movie is concerned, it's a tough call, but hey, you never know.
So okay, I'm going to go back to callers who have smart questions. Speaking of smart questions, let's go to Corey, who has a question for you about Disney. I know you get this a lot, but I think it's a good question.
Sure.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it
Hey,
going?
Corey, go
Hey,
for your question.
My question for you would be, now that Disney basically owns Marvel, did they have any influence on maybe even getting this game out, if they had any thought on it, or if maybe we're going to see like a Mickey Mouse secret hidden character or anything like that?
Well, it's like I told Brian last week, the only effect on my job that Disney has had is that I get into Disneyland for free now.
Which, by the way, is
It's,
super awesome.
it really is. It really is. I can take 3 people too. Uh, but as far as like Disney having any effect on this game, no, not at all. I certainly wouldn't firmly say no, there won't be a mouse ears mode. But there probably won't. But anything's possible as far as content is concerned. But yeah, the whole Disney relationship with Marvel really doesn't affect this game at all.